Hey, good morning everyone, Spazzy Dragon here on a Monday morning, an hour before work, and it's time to record another session of Dwarf Freeportress. So you can actually tell that I've got some coffee before shooting this episode, considering I don't sound like a complete mong, or at least less than usual. Yeah, I actually went back to some of my older videos from this same series, and it's like, okay, this is the last time I record in the morning because holy shit, I sound tired. But whatever. So, with the last few people applying to the thread, we finally raised our population limit to 23 dwarves, so that's a good thing. And if we go into our citizens list, we can see we currently are running at 21. It means that this is one more person than it's needed for the game to actually start doing attacks on us, which I'm pretty sure Panzer is going to be really happy about. But before we do that, there's still a couple of things we need to prepare for this sort of, for this sort of situation. Also, I just realized that I'm not running my timer, so let's start doing that. There we go. We have 40 minutes for the episode. Right, let's quickly go into this little list of our dwarfs. And first of all, we're going to sort by arrival, and we are going to sort it like this. So, let's see, we have Loki, Snake, the Sauron, Panzer, Swallow, everyone else. The last few people who joined was Zool, Rico, Velasquez, Samuels, and Radian. Now we're going to quickly look at these three people so we actually see what they're capable of doing and whatever. So, Samuel here is said to be a gem setter, which is also always a good thing. He's also apparently an adequate cheese maker. Good on you, boy. And, oh wow, he actually is a talented gem setter, which is a good thing. So, this means that Ghost Radical is probably going to stay off of that duty in particular, and that means that he is going to have more time to be a brewer, as a tanner, and as a butcher. The standard stuff. Next up we have... what else? What else does this guy have? He is a Nova Strand Extractor. That is a really good thing, although we're not going to be using that particular skill set just yet. Next we have Rico Velasquez, and I'm pretty sure I'm not pronouncing that one right. He is a weaver, sadly, and that means that he currently doesn't really have a good enough job for that. Yes, you are a novice weaver and a novice siege engineer, which sadly we are not using right now, so boo. But, don't worry, you are going to be something else. First of all, I want you to be as a woodburner, because we will need more people with that particular skill, because we finally have the chance to, do this sort of thing. We finally have the chance to expand our metal economy, metal construction thing, so that's always a good thing. And last but not least, we have Zool, and he is a, holy shit, he is a high master gem setter, which means that both he and Samuel are actually going to be doing the whole gem setting thing. Wow, that is a good dwarf right there. And he's also a novice woodcrafter, so... oh, and what is this? In the end, he is also a talented pump operator, which... well, we're not using any pumps right now, but we are going to attempt at a certain type of construction today, and hopefully those talents are not going to be wasted. But first things first. Now, considering we almost got ourselves into a siege last episode, which never happened, by the way, for some reason. I'm still not sure what happened there, or didn't happen there. But, this got me thinking. I think it's really time we kind of prepped up this little entrance that we have over here, and make things a little less problematic for us in the long run. Also, that is a call I'm getting. Why is it so early? What the hell? Wow, well, that was a really long freaking phone call. Anyway, as I was saying, today we are going to start a... yeah, there you go. Today we are going to attempt at a very particular type of construction. Let's talk about sustenance and the whole what dwarves eat, and everything else. Now, I've already probably shown you some of the, this little description thing that the game kind of provides for every single dwarf. Now, down here we'll see a text saying he needs alcohol to get through the working day. Now, this is true for every single dwarf in the game. The reason for this is the fact that dwarves do not usually drink water. They pretty much survive off of alcohol. But that doesn't mean that they don't need water. First of all, they're going to drink water if we somehow run out of booze, which is a really bad thing. I hope we won't ever need to encounter that. And secondly, if they are injured and they are treated at a first aid place that we actually still haven't made, but we don't have any sort of dwarf with anything when it comes to doctoring. So, with this in mind, we will need a fresh source of water at some point, right? But the problem is, the only one that we currently have is over here. Now, a river is actually very good because it provides as I already mentioned, a pretty much infinite source of water. The only problem being the fact that it is in danger. It's outside the fortress, so anyone who needs water would need to have someone pick up a bucket from our pile over here. It's a kumquat wood bucket. They would have to go all the way over here to the water source, take it, and head back. So obviously, if something stupid happens and we're under siege, there's no way to do that. And if you don't bring a dwarf water while he's paralyzed in bed or something else stupid happens, they are going to die of thirst. That is a bad thing. So we are going to fix that today. And the way we are going to fix that is very simple. We are going to construct a well. Now, so far, we don't actually have an aquifer, which is a good thing. Fuck aquifers. But this also means that we will need to make our own reservoir for the well. So I'm thinking of we're going to make the well over here, like this. So let's just mine that out right now. It's going to be a relatively small room just to house the well itself. We're going to have our miners dig that out, and then we are going to take a level downwards and make a reservoir. So how we're going to do this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so that's going to be a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And around this deep. So that's going to be the reservoir for the thing that we're doing. So now we need to get to it, and we will need to get water to it as well. So what we're going to do now is make a downward staircase over here. Actually, no. First of all, we're going to channel out a small channel, and then we're going to do everything else. So this is a river. It obviously flows, and it's kind of infinite, so that's a good thing. Secondly, now that we have a channel over here, we are going to remove the upward slopes over here. No, we just channeled even further down. Okay, that was my mistake. Let's remove this upward slope. There we go. And now it's very simple. Actually, I kind of messed that up, but okay, whatever. So this is going to be our over here. So that is where the water is going to go into. At the same time, we want to build we are going to build a lever. Oh, we don't have mechanisms for that. Okay, someone will need to quickly make those mechanisms then. We're going to go for the mechanics workshop and make rock mechanisms. Quite a bit. Now the problem that I've noticed about the whole mechanism thing is that they need to kind of haul the rocks up over here, which is not ideal. So that's something we'll need to fix at some point, some later occasion. Actually, while I haven't forgotten, we will need to do something about this area right here. So this was where we started our little farm, which is pretty good when we have 7 dwarfs, but when you have 20 or more, it kind of quickly runs out of space. So this is going to be removed. We're going to move all of this down here. So while those guys are having fun, we are going to make a big-ass place over here. And since this is where our dinner thing is, this is where we are going to place our kitchen and our stockpile. So let them just do that. Another thing is that I wasn't... Now, obviously, as I'm playing through this, I need to kind of remind a lot of stuff as well. Like, I need to remind myself of a lot of stuff. And one of the things was how armor works. So if we look at our dwarves right here, let's look at Panzer. You'll note that he is very weak. He's very slow to tire, rarely sick and tough. He's really tough. But he's very weak. It means that his strength is very low. Now, I had a feeling that it might have something to do how he will react with armor, but I wasn't completely sure of that. But it turns out that that isn't in fact the case. The speed of the dwarf when he's wearing armor is very dependent on his strength and not his agility. Agility actually plays a role when it comes to mining. So that's that. Okay, let's quick look how this little place is being dug out. Yeah, very good. So this is going to be our reservoir at some point. And this is going to be our stockpile, and this is where we're going to grow all of our foodstuffs. Okay, build bed. So we finally need to finish this up, because I don't think that everyone has a bed right now, and that's a bad thing. We finally need to do this. And make a few doors as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll probably need to make a masonry somewhere where there's a lot of rock. Like here, we can mine out this place and put the masonries here, because this is going to be our prime source of rock, just very close to the ground. That's a good thing. Otherwise, every time I want to make something out of stone, they need to haul it up here, like you can see right here. That's Swallow hauling a huge-ass stone to the masonry just to make it right there. Anyway, we are also going to start, before I forget, is we are going to make a lot of wheelbarrows, just so we have something to trade again. Something to keep in mind. And after that, okay, as soon as this gets constructed, we will need to construct a grate. So what a grate is, there you go, mason. Okay, floodgate. There we go. We are going to make a floodgate. So what this thing is, you are going to pull a lever, and it either opens or closes the floodgate. So this is what we are going to do. We're gonna take this out. We're going to allow the water to flow down into this reservoir right here, and after that we can quickly close it, because we can flood the fortress by accident like this, actually. Also, we need to channel out the center of this room, so there is a hole down there, because, well, what the hell is a well? It's basically a hole with water at the bottom and a bucket and something on top, so that's pretty much how it's going to work. So our miners are going to be doing those things. Oh, look at Rick Ross producing masterwork peach wood wheelbarrows like a boss. Those things are worth like 250 dwarf bucks each if they're masterwork. Oh, and obviously, we actually have a lot of gems as well, so what we're going to do is we are going to encrust furniture, because for some reason wheelbarrows are treated as furniture and not finished goods. So I don't know why, but whatever. So our gem cutters are going to be busy as hell, hopefully. And it's going to produce a lot of really, really good goods. Also, that is a pick. That is a pick lying around, so I would actually want someone else to be a miner. How about Nosferath? Because it doesn't really look like he's doing anything else right now. So Nosferath, you're going to be our next miner. Because, yeah, obviously, Panzer was one of the original miners, and so we made him into a, you know, military-ish dwarf. Actually, we're just going to make a... We need to make another door over here in the puppy room! So obviously one pick is spare, so, you know... Oh, look at Rick Ross, another masterpiece wood wheelbarrow. Yeah, Rick Ross is probably going to team up with the jewelers, and they're going to be the prime, like, export guys of the fortress. Oh, actually, while I haven't forgotten, let's really quickly look at what we have over here. So that's a steel bars, charcoal, that's really good. What is over here? Silver bars. Okay, let's quickly check. Weapons and armor, silver. I want to make a silver Warhammer. I don't know if we have enough silver for that. I don't remember how many pieces of silver you need for that. Oh, good. Only one. That's really good. Because it turns out that the thing about edged weaponry, and by the way, this is something we will need to kind of expect later on, is that undead creatures do not suffer from bleed damage, and if you cut them off, the body parts are actually going to reanimate and come after you. So it's really good to equip your dwarves with a lot of blunt weapons, because that is what deals the most damage for it. Oh, there it is. That's the silver Warhammer. That's a nice little thing. Let's go to Panzer real quick and set to equipment and to weapons. And I want you to get a specific weapon. I want you to take this silver Warhammer and be amazing with it. So go pick it up. First he's going to haul the steel battle axe back, and then he's going to pick this up. Nice. There we go. As you can see, he's not as fast as he used to be, which is really bad, because like he was kind of, you know, running all over the place, killing stuff. I really don't think that he can do that as well for this thing. But don't worry, at some point, as soon as we get something, you know, something else done, as soon as we get some other parts done, I mean, we are going to recruit all of the other dwarfs we already assigned to be the backbone for our military. But for now, let's just look at this. Okay, what do we have? Masonry stuff is, we're going to make a few blocks as well. Oh, what was that? Zool has improved a giant magpie leather bag masterfully. I love the sound of that. So he's encrusting the stuff with gems. There he is. Now look at him being like a sir. So that's really a good thing. And let's just allow this to run a little bit. Okay, is this out? Yes, yes it is. Okay, and now we want to build a well. What do we need? We need those blocks. Okay, fair enough. We can wait for those blocks. Okay, I think we did build that floor grate, the floodgate. So we are going to do that. Floor grate, floor bars. Oh, there it is, floodgate X. So we're gonna place it here, maybe. There we go. And what happens is that when you open them, the water is going to flow. But the problem is that this is where our fortress is still there. It's underneath the level line of the water, which means that if we're not too careful, and if we don't have this this floodgate, it means that we can actually flood the fortress, and we don't want that. Now we are going to build a lever over here, somewhere we can reach it really fast if we need to, and we're just going to... Oh, Zool at it again, has improved a purewood wheelbarrow masterfully. I love the sound of that. So let's just wait for our mechanic to install that lever. And... Oh! What's going on? Zool has been possessed. Uh-oh. Okay, so what this means... let's quickly talk about moods. Every once in a while, there he is, like flashing this little sign. What happens is that at some point a dwarf might get a epiphany. He can be sitting there and goes like, oh, I know what needs to be done. I have this idea in my mind of a great artifact that I must create, right? And he's gonna be like, I must create it now, screw you, everyone else, get the fuck out of my way, I need to make it right now before I forget. So that's exactly what's going to happen now. So let's see what he does. There we go. Zool has claimed a jeweler's workshop. It means that he is going to make something on that place. Now here is the problem. He is not going to move from that place until he finishes whatever it is that he's going to make. Let's hope that we have something in this pile that he can use, because usually he has something in his mind and he needs the right ingredients. If we don't have them, he is going to wait until we do, and if we don't obtain them, he's going to go insane and kill everyone. Because that's what Zool is going to do. And considering he's not moving, it means that we actually lack something. That is really bad. Mutters. Rough color. Zool mutters. Vetemskos Tigenbeden Nerough color. What? Rough color. Rough color. What the hell does that mean? Like, usually it says need bars or whatever. Rough color. Oh, wait. Beta needs rough color. He needs rough color what? Okay, let's hope that he needs some rough colored gems, maybe? Because if that's the case, we actually have those. We actually have a lot of those. Okay, let's just automatically mine all ores and gems over here, and hope that maybe some of these are gonna be the ones that he needs. I really wish that, like... Oh, there he is! He took a blue gem. Yeah, we didn't have a blue gem, I think. Yeah, we didn't have any blue gems, so he wanted a blue gem, because fuck you, I wanted to make this out of a blue gem. Zool has become a mysterious construction. What are you making? Keeps muttering. Vetkimos Stigzan Betan, whatever the hell that is. Okay, there we go. So Thurzul is now going to try and create something that is awesome. That's cool. So yeah, this the moment a dwarf finishes something like this, they're going to become a grandmaster of like anything that they're make. So if someone, I don't know, cleaned a carpenter shop and made a you know, artifact there, they would instantly become a complete... Oh, what the hell is this? Child Logmazer, ghostly dwarven child, has risen from the dead and is haunting the fortress. Oh, remember those kids we killed? They aren't happy. That's kind of bad. Where is this guy? There he is. That's a ghostly dwarf. That's a ghost kid. A short, sturdy creature fond of drinks. A restless Han, generally troubling past acquaintances and relatives. This spirit has not been properly memorized or buried. Yeah, because we just smashed him under a bridge. There was nothing to recover. Okay, so what happens in this case is actually very simple. We're probably going to repurpose this room for that. First of all, I need someone to make me a rock slab. Come on, do it. So yeah, now we have ghosts. Cool. Thurzul Gemsetter has created Vetekmos Stigaz Beton, a perfect indigo tourmaline. Dude, that is amazing. Dude, that is amazing. There it is. Over here, he just moved it. Let's look at it. This is a perfect indigo tourmaline. All craftsmanship is of the highest quality. It is encrusted with round indigo tourmaline kabakons. It means it's a gem within a gem with gems. Dude, that is amazing. Oh look! He's visiting the place where he died! Yeah, we quickly need someone to make that, Is someone making that? Yeah, it's being made right now. It's a good thing. We need that slab, so we're going to engrave a memoriam to that kid. Actually, if that's the case, we probably want to prepare another one just in case. Because maybe the other one might also be kind of upset with us and rise from the dead. There are actually different types of ghosts, like one can just follow around and, you know, scare people. Others might actually physically harm the other dwarves. I remember a past playthrough where I didn't bury one of my dwarfs and he came back as a ghost and fucking chopped someone's head off. We probably don't want that to happen. Those are birds. Okay, what about our little place over here? We want to link this with a floodgate. Yep, this one. We're gonna use those mechanisms to do that. And then we are also finally going to build a... Where is it? Looking for a... Well, there it is. So it's going to sit over this hole that we made. It's going to be out of a block, a bucket, and a rope, and mechanisms. There we go. So that's going to be where our little well is. So that's a good thing. Also, those freaking puppies, dude. We really need to... puppy. War dog. Okay, there we go. So yeah, these puppies are constantly getting out of here, and they're constantly running around. We don't want that, so we need to build a door ASAP. Holy shit. fine. Let's build doors out of wood. Even though we really don't want to waste wood, but you know, I really need to make those masonry, you know, masonry workshops a little bit closer to the source of the, you know, rock. Otherwise, everyone's just hauling that thing up here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, that's a slab. That's really good. And now we want to go to the crafts work, and we want to engrave a memoriam slab for the ghost. There we go. So someone who is a engraver. Do we have an engraver? No, we actually do not have an engraver, so let's just assign Rick Ross and Swallow as the engravers, and hopefully everything's going to be fine. Okay. A lot of fish over there. If he had a fisher dwarf, that would be kind of cool, but at the same time, no. Yeah, look at this. This is like this guy staring at the freelancer and Skorax like, hey guys, what are you doing? Did we make that door? Yes, there we go. And now we can say, hey, you know what about that door? Keep it so that pets cannot go through it. There we go. Okay, there we go. That's an engraved stone. Slave memorial to child. There we go. And now we are going to place it somewhere here. Like this is probably going to be a memoriam hall or something. So let's start with the first one. Expand. There we go. Slate memorial to child. And the moment this is going to be built, the ghost is going to see, oh, okay, they remember me. And they're going to be, you know, they're going to calm the fuck down and not pester my dwarves. So someone's going to install that memoriam slab soon-ish, I hope. Otherwise that guy is just floating around over here. It's like, hello! Hey guys, you miss me? Hey, you might want to look at that bridge. Something's kind of fucky with it. Oh, there he goes. And boosh, there we go. Child. A ghostly dwarven child has been put to rest. Good. I hope no one's too unhappy about it. No, there we go. That's Swallow. Why is he unhappy? Nothing much. Okay, whatever. So, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? So we're going to move our planting operation down here. So that's going to be a good thing. But right now, we finally want to test this floor gate, actually. So first of all, let's pull the lever and see what happens to this grate. Boop. Okay, so there you go. Now it's lifted, so water can actually flow through it. Let's do this again. Let's have someone throw the switch. There we go. Okay, so now it's closed. Right, so here comes the fun part. It's time to let the water in. So we are going to channel out this little place over here. And hopefully the dwarf that is doing this will not kind of get upswept by the thing. Boosh. There we go. That's the water going down. Okay. And now here comes the tough part. We actually need to make sure that we don't overdo it. So we're going to pull the lever now, and it's going to open this floodgate, and the water is going to go into the containing area. So that's somewhere where the this is where our you know, our well is located, just above it over here. There it is. And now we kind of need to guess how much water there is there. Because it's the level is currently rising as it flows in, and at some point it's going to hit the ceiling and it's actually going to go into the fortress, and we don't want that. So we are going to just pull the lever right now. Boosh. There we go. Nice. Guys, we currently have a working well. There we go. And nothing can crawl into there because that's Floodgate. So that's a good thing. So now we have a source of clean water. That's cool. And it actually took a little bit more effort than usual. Okay. So what else do we need? First of all, I want to engrave that other thing. That's one. And secondly, we can start doing the things. We can start making stuff. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 military dwarves in general. We have 3 others. So what we want to do is we want to make a copper Warhammer and another one and another one. So we're going to create 3 more copper Warhammers. And the guys who we are going to kind of assign to the whole military thing, they're going to use them. But for now, let's see if there's something to kill. Giant magpie and a giant mole. The giant mole is probably somewhere, yeah, it's in the underground thing. We're not going to touch that. And we can't really touch the giant magpies as well because they're above ground. Like they're flying around the air, and unless Panzer learns how to fly, that's not really going to be a good idea. Okay. So something I'm going to quickly make right now, actually, is we're going to set this place to be hollowed out. It's going to take quite a little bit of time, but at least we can build our masonry places here, so they don't have to, you know, move around the freaking rocks like that. So that's going to be a good thing. At least we have 3 miners now, again, so that's a good thing. Okay. In the next episode, we need to take a look at how our fortress is actually accessible, because here's the thing. You see these triangles? Those are slopes. It means you can go up here and access to the next level and up and up and up and up. That's a bad thing, because anything that comes in from this side of the map, over here, can just drop on top of us, on top of the entrance over here. So we don't want that. And we will need to fix that at some point. And just make it a little bit more nice to look at in general. So yeah, we are going to evacuate all of this downstairs, and we might as well assign it right now. So this is going to be a food stockpile. Like this. And it's going to be everything over here. So, and after that, we are going to build a few farm plots, but maybe not as big as the ones we currently have there. We are going to be like 3 by 3. Sorry, not 3 by 3, but 3 pi a lot. So there we go. Instead of 1 or 2 huge ones, we're actually just going to go like this. Also, that was my... I should be waking up only now. So we're just going to make sure that our farmers are going to have something to do. Because there's going to be a lot to do. There we go. Well, okay, so apparently the room isn't as neatly designed as I hoped it would be. We can actually remove all this so it's symmetrical. There we go. So, right now we're going to move all of the food out of here. So we're going to just do it like this. We're just going to remove the stockpile like this. Just going to remove the stockpile like this. Boosh. And they should then start moving the stuff out of here and down there. There we go. We will actually need to consider what to do with all of this first floor, because right now we're not really using it ergonomically. Okay, so we have 3 more hammers. That's nice. It means that it's finally time to do something that we really needed to do already. So, we are now going to assign the next guys to be in the military under Panzer's rule. So first of all, it's going to be John Wilkins. There we go. Then, it's going to be Geoff Cake. And it's going to be Nosferath. There we go. And we also quickly need to make sure that you want to take this copper Warhammer . Don't want to be a spear dwarf. Okay, stop. Okay, first of all, Panzer, equipment, weapons. So, you have... Oh, I accidentally assigned Panzer to have the copper Warhammer. Sorry about that. Wilkins needs not a ranged weapon. He needs a specific weapon, which is a copper Warhammer. There we go. Secondly, Geoff Cake also, you're not going to have a ranged weapon. You are going to have a specific weapon, which is a Warhammer. And Nosferath, again, you're not going to have a ranged weapon. You are going to have a specific weapon, which is a copper Warhammer. There we go. Now, everyone should have their stuff. No, someone didn't pick up something. Who didn't pick something up? Let's quickly know. Okay, that's a copper Warhammer over there. I think it bugged out because I assigned Panzer to it for a moment there. Okay, let's quickly fix that. Okay, silver Warhammer, everything's fine. Okay, that's Panzer, copper Warhammer, copper Warhammer, copper Warhammer. Okay, then that should be okay. Okay, let's quickly look at these guys, because I think something fucked up. Let's look at you. John Wilkins, what are you? Giant Armadillo, Glove, Giant Silk Shoe, Copper Warhammer. Good. What about you, Geoff Cake? Copper Warhammer. Very good. You should have a Silver Warhammer. Very nice. So, where is the last recruit? Where's Nosferath? Where are you? Ah, there you are. Oh, so you don't have a... So you don't have a thing. Oh, you're going after something? Are you going to after? Stop doing that, asshole. You need... Okay, you are going to take this specific weapon and take the copper Warhammer that is not yet assigned to anyone else. So please do that. Pick up the damn hammer, boy. Nosferatu is lacking discipline. There we go, now he has a Warhammer. Good! Finally! And with that, we are going to end this episode because it's almost time for me to get to work. So these guys are going to be training over here. So that's a cool thing. And yes, there's a couple of things. Oh, there's a couple of things we could actually kill right now. Hello? What is this? Magpie man and magpie woman. And they're flying. Okay, never mind. Our dwarves don't know how to fly. Okay, so yeah, guys, this is going to be the end of this episode, and after that, in the next episode, we can start making armor for everyone, we can start redecorating our first level and the entry to our fortress in general, and we're basically going to start moving all of this underground-ish. So yeah, this was Spazzy Dragon aka Syndromes, thanks for watching, and I will see you a little bit later.